little bit big to carry, that one. No. Good boy. Right, remember. Look cool. No, stand. Stay there. Look cool. Oh. Alright. Here we go. Good lad, eh? We're out again. We love it, don't we? Now then. Well, I think you might notice something different already about me. And that is, if you haven't already noticed, I've got some trekking poles on. And I'm not a trekking pole person at all. I don't think I'll ever use them for walking until I'm really struggling in life, I think. But anyway, trekking poles means trekking pole tent. So I have got a couple of tents, and tonight I'm bringing out a tent that I've had for quite a long time, but I've never used it, and that is the Lanshan 2 Pro, I think. Loads of good reviews on it. It's an awesome tent, and I just need to check it out myself, that's all, and put it through its paces. So let's see what happens with it. I think it should be all right, really. I'm just heading up this direction. I have no clue where I'm going to go, not even planned it, nothing about it. I've parked up and I'm setting off walking, and that's the way I like it, really. Just a bit more of an adventure. I know that over that way you head over towards High Street, so we might end up somewhere up there, God knows. But anyway, let's get on, eh? Right, these legs are hurting already. I've only done about 200 yards. Oh, jeez. Whew, things to do for camera already. Just to add to that, I've got my OMM front pack thing here. This just attaches to any bag, really, which is pretty awesome. I've stolen it off my other OMM rucksack, which I haven't used for a while. But I've got so much rubbish in here, I've actually packed it full, but I just needed a little bit more space to put a couple of bits. So some of my camera stuff and everything's in here, and it's got a mat pouch, which is pretty awesome. But I'll go through this later because it's quite a cool bit of kit. Back up there, I've already done it once. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. So I've just walked from here, which is St. Raven's Edge, and then you come along this top section, down along this wall to exactly where I'm stood here. It is looking a bit cloudy. You can see the summit there of Red Screes, which is covered in cloud. And if I just turn you around, I'm just going to head straight up here with dog to Stoney, Cove, Pike. 763 metres, and there's a possibility I could camp at the top of there, but I think I'm going to continue a bit further, but we'll soon find out, won't we? I'm not in any rush, but nowhere to go. Life's sweet, eh? Loving it. Get on then, Bluey dog. It's me and that pretty dog. So I'm in a bit of a predicament at this minute. What it is, I said that I would let my next video go live at 7 o'clock tonight, and it's now 6:42. And the one thing I want to make sure I do is keep 100% trust with all my subscribers, all you guys. And if I release it early now, while I've still got reception, then that's losing that trust, and I don't like doing that. So either I keep going and have to risk coming back down for 7 o'clock to this point where I've actually got reception, just, or I can release it early. But again, it's all about trust, isn't it? So I don't know. Anyway, watch that video. It's the one I'm camping in a cave. It was honestly the worst night ever. Absolutely horrendous night that. So one I don't think I'll repeat. I'll sleep in a cave, no problem, but not that cave. I did it, 7 o'clock. So I just double checked to make sure it was on there, just in case it got lost in a cloud somewhere up here. The cloud's rolling in actually. And yep, 9 views straight away. So you eager beaver 9, thank you very much. Very loyal subscribers. Tried to find a camping pitch now. There's a bit of cloud hanging about here and there, but look at this. It's coming to get me. Just one thing that I always do is just keep a note of where there's a water source. And that's just so I know how far I need to come back to it if I need to get water, or just for future. So we're currently just coming to the top of Stoney Cove Pike, and been summer and it's been pretty dry. It's rained a bit here and there, but there's obviously water there, which is good. And then this is the top with a perfect little stone balanced cairn. Here we are then, 763 metres. Maybe a bit more with that stone on. Well, it's not far off a complete whiteout. Just coming down a little bit off Stoney Cove Pike, and I'm just going to try find somewhere amongst all this rockery just to set a tent up. There's a little flat pad just up there, but I'll have to get there and have a look and see what it's like. Nope, it's too rocky, not quite flat enough. Well, like usual, I'm always trying to find somewhere that's a bit obscure to put a tent, and in all this crag that's set off the back of Stoney Cove Pike, there's plenty of grass around, but not enough to pitch. So I've been scanning around all over, but I want to have something epic like always. So anyway, I feel we might have to play a bit of Tetris. I've done this before, squeeze the tent into a space that it will only just fit. So let's see how we get on, eh? So believe it or not, that is where I'm going to try to pitch this tent. It's rough, rocky, and I don't think it'll take a peg. Pretty much perfect, eh? But in the morning, this drops off down there. Can't really see much now, but I think we'll have a sunrise somewhere over there, which should be pretty awesome. Obviously, sun needs to get through all that cloud first, but anyway, let's have a go, eh? It's tight, but it's all good fun, isn't it? It's all about this wild camping game. Just doing what you can and enjoying it while you're doing it. Come here then, Bluey. Let's get this off. Good boy, eh? Right, dog, let's get this sorted, eh? Tent time. Well, here's my backpack. It is a low alpine Air Zone Camino Trek 40 litre, but extends to 50. Got a built-in rain cover, which is pretty awesome. And do you know what? These Air Zone backpacks from Low Alpine are well comfy. I proper rate them, so definitely worth having a look at anyway. And generally, they're slightly cheaper than a lot of the other makes, so yep, like it. So I generally, people call this a sleeping bag, compartment, but I'll just put my waterproofs in and the tent, because it's obviously it's the first thing you want to get out, rather than your sleeping bag. So anyway, that is a tent and a footprint. First of all, we'll have to see if this footprint fits here. So this is the 3F UL gear Lanshan 2 Pro. I've not used it yet, but I've had it quite a long time. It's just one of those tents that quite a lot of people have, because they do rate it highly. I've just dropped it down a cliff. That could have been drastic. That would have been a bit chilly tonight, I think. Anyway, it comes in a little sort of a stuff sack that's you can roll down and squash down quite small, which is pretty awesome really. And in there's just a few pegs and obviously the tent itself, and that's the footprint. So anyway, let's see about getting this up now. Well, this is going to be a tricky one. I'll tell you what. All that grass is that thick, I don't even think I need a mattress. It's well comfy. Just 4 pegs to start with, and then we're just going to put them onto the 4 pegs. And then at least it's safe. Trekking poles, something I never use. Good thing is this ground here, there's just rock under here, so these won't go in very far. I have actually brought the chutes with this just in case. So there we go, in a quick fashion. That doesn't take long at all just to get up in place. I've not actually fixed that far side yet because I'm going to have to get a bit of string out and then pull it into a position, because where I'm going to peg it out, it'll just go straight into a rock. Hey up dog. But apart from that, that sets up so quickly, and I've never done it before, so absolutely brilliant, love it. And it looks pretty cool too, so I'll get it finalised off and then I'll show you properly around it. Well, there we go. I won at Tetris. Totally just squeezed that one in. But that's absolutely awesome. Love it. Totally love that. Such an easy pitch. I couldn't believe it. I've never ever pitched it before, and that was just so easy, honestly, just to set up. And you can pull it taut at so many points that it just even fits to this uneven ground here. So what I've done is, just to shore it up a little bit, I've just put a rock on the actual peg points just on the corners, and then also, because I couldn't actually put a peg in here, so I've actually attached the bag which runs under there and under this rock, if you can see that. I've attached it to the pegging point, and then just put some rocks on to hold it down. So that bag actually came in quite handy then. But yeah, absolutely spot on that. Isn't it blue? yeah, that's home for the night. Wow, look at that. Honestly, that was amazing. I set that up in the clouds. Did not have a clue what the view was going to be like. And I knew I was on a bit of an edge, like a cliff edge, really, which I am. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, as those clouds obviously peeled the way back, it just revealed all this. And it's just amazing, absolutely stunning. So yeah, I felt like it was like a Christmas morning thing, that, when you're opening that big present when you're a kid. Right, top tip for you. Wear long walking socks, and then you've got another layer to put on. Keeps your legs warm, eh? My little skinny things need it. Right, this is my GSI Duelist. If I can get it out of the packet. Cooking set. So what I always do with all my cooking things, for all my bushcraft and anything I've ever done, I get some of this stuff, which is just like a chopping board, and I just cut it to sort of fit and suit everything that I need. So obviously, there we go, just fits in there beautifully. Anyway, this outside casing for the Duelist, and all the GSI products actually, is it's waterproof, so you can use it as a little washing up bowl. So it's quite good, is that? Just use a little bucket, grab some water with it. So this is the GSI Pinnacle Duelist. I absolutely love all the GSI products, they're brilliant. So unclip that. And then we've got a decent solid handle. One lid, which has got a holes in there so you can actually use it for tipping out the water as well. That's a lid which goes with a bowl that's in the bottom. And this doesn't come with the dualist. This is just my cup that I use. And I use this all the time, but this comes with a lid. It fits a medium-sized gas canister in there. But what I normally do is I put a small one in when I'm on my own for a night or two. And then you can also fit your stove and everything inside there. But obviously it's designed for both, so it's brilliant. And then in here I've got a little fire starter, a ferro rod. I've got the pot grab, which I won't actually need with this. Actually, you do need it when you're using this cup, to be honest. A bin bag, leave no trace. And then I've got a bowl, but actually there's two there. I've got a cup and a bowl. And this lid fits on top of that one. So there's quite a lot of kit there all in one. But what I'm going to do tonight, I'm just going to boil up some water, and I have got a simple bit of food to eat. So the stove I'm using is the GSI 4-season stove, and you can see that packs absolutely nothing, it's tiny. I really like this one. And the canister is set aside from it, so it's a low level one. Legs flip out, and that's it. But it actually has a high heat output, does this thing, so it's actually really, really good for boiling water. So I'll just set that on the ground somehow. Screw on the gas can. Make sure it's off first. Okay. Check we're going to be alright there. Solid. So I don't know if you know this company, but this Hydropack stuff's absolutely brilliant. This is the 2-litre bag. Solid as anything. Little carry strap there. Obviously you can hold it by that one as well, and it just gives you a bit of a lashing point, and these two are lashing points as well. So it's brilliant, just can fit into your bag anywhere. 2 litres is enough for most trips really, or definitely one-nighters. And obviously with this you can actually fit a filter to it as well, which is really good. I've got the 4 litre, the 2 litre, I've got about 6 different bottles, the flexi bottles, which are like 600 millilitres and 250 ml and all sorts. But definitely worth checking out. Hydropack, absolutely awesome. So let's get some water in here. It says spilling it everywhere. And this is what we're having. Minced beef hot pot, my absolute favourite. It's absolutely gorgeous, that one. And I'm just gonna, I know it sounds a bit weird, but I always have to bulk it out a bit because they're never filling enough, I don't think, on their own. So I'm just adding a bit with it. I've also got some broccoli. And I've got a carrot as well, so it's the right combo is this. But anyway, let's get all this in the pot. A bit of gas and a spark. Put a lid on so it boils a bit quicker. So I love this little knife as well. It's my buck knife. It's got a bottle opener on it, so quite a fancy one to use. You've got it's locked, so you can't open it unless you slide this down, and then you can flip it out in one. So it's pretty cool, is that? So let's get some of this broccoli in. So while I'm waiting, let's have a quick beer. Cheers, guys. Right, I'm set up here. got my mince pea hot pot, waiting for the hot water. And then what I've done is I've preheated this rice, because if you put the rice in cold into the bag with the water, it takes away too much of the heat from the actual water, and then it doesn't actually cook as well, this mince beef hot pot. And obviously I've got broccoli in there, so that's been on for a couple of minutes. Might be a bit al dente, but not a problem. Love it. Let's get that sorted. Honestly, what an amazing night. It is just so still and like not a sound, just the odd little herdwick giving its bleat, and that is it. It's a little bit damp in the air, and that tent, because it's sort of like a single skin really, I think I might feel that a little bit later on because there's no airflow, so it might be a little bit damp inside, but I tell you what, I'm just absolutely happy as Larry here, whoever Larry is. Well, we're zipped up and in for the night, done the old brush the teeth and all that. I'll tell you what, I'm honestly loving this tent. This is the Lanshan 2 Pro, and honestly it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I can't say that I was expecting much of it, but when I've actually come to pitch it, and I've not even pitched it that well because I'm not even on perfect sort of place to pitch, but I tell you, honestly it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I am well impressed by it. You know, it's as light as any one-man tent, and potentially you could fit 2 in if you were close. But it's really, it's just lovely. Love it, absolutely love it. It's quick to pitch, easy to pitch, and you know, to say that I've never pitched it before, it just went up like a dream. So honestly, I'm actually taken by this tent. Love it. And if you walk with walking poles, I don't, that's the only problem. You know, it's like I'm carrying the poles for not much reason really, other than using them as tent poles. So maybe I'll have to start using poles. I can't go over to the dark side, I just can't do it. But it's a total no-brainer. Buy this tent, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I've got it in the description, I've got like a link to all my sort of products, so I've put a link to this one as well, and all my products that I've sort of got on there, there is a affiliate sort of link with them, so I will get a little bit of a commission. So if you buy through that link, it will be great. But yeah, I mean, things like this as well. So, you know, I've used this quite a lot of times. I absolutely love it, really. But as a chest pouch, you can fit so much in it. The back of it's got a full-size map section there, and then you've got your main sort of zip at the front, and at the back of that there's a couple of little stretchy mesh bits there, just to separate a few of your belongings from inside. And how it attaches, basically there's 2 clips which are adjustable heights, so you can fit it to sort of suit your you know, your bag really. And at the bottom there's 2 of these clips which are on elastic, and you can adjust those, and those clip to your straps of your backpack as well, the lower section of your strap. But if you just want to add a little bit extra, or have easy accessible bits in here, so a little bit of food, something like that, it's a brilliant piece of kit. So again, I'll put a link down for you to have a look at, because I don't know, you can pick these up fairly cheap sometimes. I think I only paid about 20 quid for it. That's my guess. It is time for me to get to sleep, really. I'm just chilling out in this Trekker chair, which I love as well, in the link below. So yeah, night then, eh? Time to rest these old bones. Morning, flowers. Well, that was a good night's sleep, but I can sleep on a washing line, so pretty normal for me. I set my alarm early though, just I thought might be a decent sunrise, but look at this. Absolute grey. So we're in the clouds at the minute, which is a bit of a shame because I was hoping I'd wake up with that view. But anyway, this tent's been absolutely brilliant because just even though it's so damp outside, it's like there's no condensation on there at all, which is amazing considering it's a single skin. And I've got another tent which is very similar to this, which is the Hilleberg Rajd. Honestly, I think it's called that. I think it's discontinued now, to be honest, but this is way better than that. It's just got a bit more about it. I absolutely love it. Both exactly the same setup, 2 poles, same shape, everything like that, but yeah, definitely prefer this one. But yeah, very, very impressed. Absolutely brilliant. And I've actually got this set quite close to the ground. You can actually raise the poles up a little bit to lift it, so you end up with like a air sort of rim all the way around, which you can get airflow through. But I've kept it low down just because I want to keep the dog in this bit here. Say hi, Blue. So he's in that porch area, and obviously if I lifted it up and this bit, hang on, I can't do that. Oh, this bit there was higher, then potentially he's just going to walk out at night, and I don't want that. So, but yeah, absolutely brilliant. Totally loving this, apart from the grey weather. Quick look at this tent then. I've got the door there just roll back on one side, and then this side actually can roll back as well because there is another little toggle attachment point there. You can't roll the whole inner back though, because the inner itself starts here and then it only zips down one side, but you can roll back both sides, which is pretty good, so you can have the whole thing open. Usual sort of thing. It's got like strengthened sections wherever you're going to pin it down, and then at the top here, this is strengthened where you insert the actual trekking poles. And then obviously having these is pretty good, because if you ever wanted to hang it from a tree in any way or put some sort of line across, then you don't even need the poles. Well, if you're in the woods anyway. So that's pretty cool. Very lightweight then if you were just using it as a woodland camp. But yeah, all of it's all pretty standard stuff, I would say, but it just works well, really well. And it does look pretty cool too. So for breakfast, I have granola. And honestly, I can't live without granola. I have it every morning and every night before I go to bed. And can you believe it? I carried a full litre of long life milk up as well, which is a bit of a luxury, but I just thought, why not, eh? I can have 2 breakfasts for 2 nights out. And then I've got my bowl, which, bowl and a cup. So I'll use that outer one. That's insulated, so you can use that as a cup for a hot tea. And titanium spork to eat it with. There's still remnants of last night's dinner on, and that is the Light My Fire titanium spork. And then that is just a piece of plastic that I just found outside. So that is me doing my litter picking.
This bag here is actually pretty good because it's resealable. So if you're coming out for 2 nights and fancy 2 decent breakfasts, obviously you need to carry some sort of milk or milk powder, but not a bad shout. But yeah, it looks really good. This is actually a luxury breakfast for me. And then at least I can make a cup of tea and have some proper milk in it, or nearly proper.
Right, it's cleared up a little bit now, and I'm heading up that path there, so at least I'll be able to see where I'm going. Anyway, let's get packed up. We'll do this as fast as we can. There we go, packed up. And in 10 minutes, look at the change. And this is where you've got to be careful on the mountain, eh? It's just starting to rain, so I might have to put these waterproofs on, but anyway, time to get on to the next adventure. So we're going to head off down this hill. So let's skedaddle, eh? Right, last double check. Always leave no trace. Right, let's get off down this mountain then. These things, they're just tent poles, that's all they're for, honestly. I might need them one day. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. And if you're interested in any of the kits that I use, I've got a link to it in my description to pretty much everything. So click on the link, and some of the links obviously I'll get a bit of commission for, so that will definitely help the channel. So anyway, let's get Adelaide down there. See you another day.